And here we go. The officials are ready to throw this one up in the middle of the court as the lead official, Fulani Spurlock, throws it up, and the Aggies get the tip, and the Aggies have the ball. Jordan Nixon has the first touch. She gets it to Kayla Wells. Wells, they do a weave over there on the outside, quick weave, and here's a hook pass try from Jordan Nixon. Try to get it to Patty, but it's intercepted there by Florida. Florida's first touch, and Broughton will bring it down. She puts up a floater. It dances on the rim, won't go. Malone gets the rebound. So both teams with Florida with a miss, the Aggies with a turnover. Aggies have the basketball back. Here's Patty working underneath, working against Dute, but it's no good, and the rebound comes down to Florida. Broughton brings the ball down, gets it over to Kiki Smith over in the corner. And now the ball is going to go all the way, Kiki Smith tried to get it to Broughton, and the ball goes all the way out the other end of the court, so it's out on Florida, and it'll belong to Texas A&M.
Nobody from Florida touched it, so they are going to get the ball out under their own basket of the Aggies.
Yeah. If they had touched it, it would have been a backcourt violation either way, but now the Aggies are going to get the ball underneath their own basket. A little bit of an advantage there the way it went. Here's Jordan Nixon, almost ran out of 5 seconds there, gets it in to Malone, and Malone goes right to the basket, but the layup dances on the rim, it won't go. Florida gets the rebound, still looking for a first score. Kiki Smith brings it down left side, go out to Ricards, three ball is no good, rebound underneath by Patty. Aggies have the ball, get it to Jordan Nixon. Nixon goes down the far side of the court, being guarded there by Kiki Smith. Now Hoppy has it out top of the key. Go over left side, and we've got a 3-second violation underneath on Jada Malone. So it'll belong to Florida. I'd like to welcome all the folks that are watching on SEC Plus, the SEC Plus network, listening to our pass-through broadcast from the Texas A&M radio broadcast brought to you by Learfield. Here's Florida. They've got the basketball. We still have no score in this game. Nina Ricards has the ball, going around Hoppy. Give it over to the left side. This is Broughton on the left wing. She stops and pops in the free throw line, and it went. First score belongs to the Gators.
Nice one-on-one move there against the zone to pull up at the free throw line.
Aggies have the basketball. This is Nixon will pull up inside the arc. It's way off, no good. Rebound by Malone. Malone goes up against Dute. A foul on Dute. So Malone will have to earn it at the free throw line. Jada Malone, the true freshman, going to the line. Jada's a freshman out of Spring in the Village School. She's a 75% free throw shooter.
Great offensive rebound there by Jada.
Florida 10-5 for the season, 0-2 in the SEC, just like the Aggies. They had their first SEC game called off or postponed. That was supposed to be Mississippi State, just like the Aggies had theirs postponed against Vanderbilt. Malone misses the first free throw. Second free throw on its way. That was too hard, no good. The rebound comes out to Florida. They lead it 2-0, and they've got the basketball. This is Nina Ricards. Ricards is a junior out of Queens, New York. He weaves it on the outside to Broughton. Broughton launches a long three. It's off the back rim, no good. Patty has the rebound. Aggies looking for their first score. We've played over 2 minutes of this game. Here's Jordan Nixon. Nixon gets it over to Wells. Wells into Malone. Malone trying to work against Dute. Now goes past Dute, puts it up, blocked by Dute. Nice block that time. Florida has the basketball. Kiki Smith hesitates at the free throw line. Hoop, almost struck a foot right there. Here's Dute. Dute gets it outside to Merritt. Merritt hit a three ball right over Patty from the right wing. And it's a 5-0 Florida lead, and Gary Blair does not like the way the thing started. The Aggies call a timeout. One of the Florida players, Dute, is down on the floor, has not gotten up yet. And I think the timeout might be for the injured player.
Looks like she rolled her ankle and having trouble getting back
up.
up.
She's holding her right ankle as the Florida trainer is coming out to look at her. Boy, I tell you what, they've got Lavender Briggs out for the season, and this would really hurt as she is not putting any weight on that right ankle at all, and she is going to be helped off of the court. And she must have really rolled that ankle, and I think they're going to take her maybe straight to the A&M or to the visitors' locker room, maybe to check that out. So that's a tough break. And now coming in for Florida to take her place is Talia Weish. It's 5-0 Florida. That timeout was an official timeout because of the injury, not a team timeout. Now we're ready to go again. The Aggies have the basketball. Jordan Nixon inbounds it to Malone. Got a little full court pressure here by Florida. Hugh Hoppy has the ball, brings it out over the timeline, being guarded there by Broughton. Now Hoppy, jump shot from the free throw line is no good. Rebound by Malone, takes it through a double team, puts it up, whistle and a foul, and Malone's going to go back to the free throw line. They call that foul on White.
That's her second offensive rebound for Malone, and we're already seeing how Duke being out from Florida may make a big difference. She already had some good defensive rebounds on a blocked shot.
We talked in the pregame about the challenges that Florida has gone through off the court, now on the court with the injury to Briggs, as Malone gives the Aggies their first point of the game. It's 5-1. Malone has a second free throw going, as they have had to overcome a lot of challenges. Their head coach resigned in July. Controversial situation there that we don't need to talk about, but it's been made public. And going with the interim coach and now dealing with injury. They've got the ball at a 5-2 lead. Here's Kiki Smith. Smith goes around Weich's screen, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound there by Kayla Wells. Aggies have the basketball. This is Nixon. Nixon, lob pass underneath to Malone, but didn't put enough on it, and it's tipped away, and it belongs to A&M. Last touch by Florida.
Fight over the ball, and it looks like two Florida players actually ended up fighting each other as it goes off of them. It's going to be out of bounds for the Aggies now.
Not a lot of scoring yet. Only 3 field goals so far. 2 field goals, actually, both by Florida. A couple of free throws by Texas A&M. Here's Kayla Wells. Wells does a 360 into the paint, but she traveled, and it'll go back to Florida.
Drug her foot a little bit on that spin move, trying to go back off of her right shoulder to the basket.
Aggies are 0 for 5 from the field so far. 2 for 6 is Florida. One of these teams is going to catch fire here in a second. You got to feel it. Kiki
Good
Smith.
hands.
Well, yeah, very nice hands there by Hoppy, as Hoppy got a block on the pass, and it goes over to Texas A&M. Turnover Gators. Here's Hoppy going right to the rack, puts it up. It's blocked from behind. Rebound by Malone, and a jump ball, they'll call it. It belongs to the Gators.
That was a quick whistle. I thought Malone got in there and really just kind of got secure with the ball, and they, like I said, they just called that very quickly on the jump ball.
Sydney Roby comes in for Jada Malone. And here's Florida with the basketball. They now have Birdie Rimdahl into the game, along with Broughton and Ricard and Merritt and Weiss go to the basket, loses the basketball. Roby gets it, but then Roby throws it away. Here's Broughton, shoots. Excuse me, that was Ricard's shot. It's no good. Gets the wrong rebound. Come out. 3 ball by Rimdahl. It's no good. And the rebound comes to Patty. Aggies have the basketball. So shooting still at a premium here by both teams. Combined, they are now 2 of 13 in this game. And the Aggies still looking for number 1. Nixon
Good
to
look
Roby.
inside.
Yeah, Roby underneath. Being guarded there by Weiss, but loses the basketball. Quick hands there by Broughton to steal the ball. Broughton brings it all the way down, gives it to the follow Ricards, but we've got a charging call, and that'll be on Broughton. So an offensive foul. And it goes back to A&M with 5:28 left to play in the first quarter.
Jordan Nixon doing a good job of stopping on that penetration and collecting a charge, something she's done a great job of all season.
The Aggies will inbound the ball. Jordan Nixon slaps the ball, gives it to Patty. Florida, some mild pressure in the backcourt by Rimdahl. Now Nixon brings it over the timeline. Roby sets the screen. Nixon tried to lob it to Patty, but just lobbed it out of bounds. Don't know whether Patty was supposed to break over to the right side of the paint or not on that one. That's where Nixon threw it nonetheless, and it goes out of bounds. So we do have 11 turnovers between the two teams as Mackenzie Green comes into the game for Hoppy. And coming in for Roby will be Kenyahl Perry. Perry making a early entry into the game. Kenyahl is the tallest player on the Texas A&M team. Here's Rimdahl. Rimdahl gives it over to another player, Joe Oliveira. Here's a three ball from the left side by Ricard, and it's no good. It goes out of bounds. It belongs to Texas A&M. Number 11, Emanuele de Oliveira from Brazil is in the game now for Florida.
They called a foul on the block out there. C.R. Jones doing a good job of trying to secure that ball. Got a foul.
Lots of substitutions early, as neither team likes the way that their players on the court are playing particularly right now. And now we've got, as Jason told you, Sahara Jones in the game for the Aggies. Here's Mackenzie Green. Green back to Patty. Patty shoots a three ball. It rattles in and out, no good. Rebound chased down by Kenyal Perry. Nice rebound there by Perry. Perry to Patty. Patty goes in, stopped there by Weiss, shoots, it's no good. Aggies still looking for their first field goal, and we're just about next dead ball. We'll have the first media timeout. Here's Rimdahl, go outside to Oliveira, three ball, it rattled and went. They lead at 8-2. De Oliveira with a nice shot here from the corner. That is her 9th three-pointer of the year. She averages 5.5 points a game. Here's Wells. Wells with a floater. Off the back rim, won't go. Perry underneath gets the Aggies' first field goal of the game at 4:06 left to play in the first quarter. Kenyal Perry. Nice shot there, Kenyal.
Again, another offensive rebound there for the Aggies. It's just nice to see something finally go through the hoop.
Cards has the ball out top of the key. Goes around the screen by Weiss. She goes to the basket. Puts up the floater from the right side. No good. Rebound by Patty. She gets triple teamed and foul called. That foul will be called on De Oliveira. De Oliveira is how you pronounce her name. She is from Brazil. And we've got that media timeout with 3:46 left to play in the first quarter. Hey, download the new 12th Man mobile app presented by St. Joseph Health. Get the latest news, video, live game audio, and venue promotions for A&M Athletics. Buy, transfer, and manage your tickets inside that app. Visit 12thman.com/app today. Go mobile and gig 'em. Aggie basketball from Learfield. Aggies call that the Rod Stewart win. I'm sure Florida still calls it the Rod Stewart loss as Patty makes the first free throw. And I was calling that game. That was my first year to call basketball. Okay. It was Lynn Hickey's last year as the head coach. And the Aggie DJ at G. Raleigh White Coliseum to give him a little extra gig as Patty makes the second free throw. Coming out to the court, they played Tonight's the Night by Rod Stewart. Fun times. The history of this program. Both free throws made by Patty. It's 8-6 in favor of Florida, and they've got the basketball. Kiki Smith gets it over to Rimdahl. Now Rimdahl back over to Merritt. Merritt drives from the right side, gets double teamed, kicks it outside to De Oliveira, and she shoots a three. It's no good. The rebound, we've got a jump ball. It'll belong to Texas A&M. Getting there up there to tie it up was Tatiana Weiss, the Weiss sisters. You got Talia and Tatiana Weiss. And Tatiana Weiss just got in there and tied up the ball, and the Aggies have it on the arrow. Inbounding the ball, got some mild pressure here by the Gators. Mackenzie Green will bring it down over the timeline. It's an 8-6 Florida lead. Here's Patty with the ball on the right side. Weave it back to Mackenzie Green. Green gives it to Kayla Wells. Wells goes inside to Kenyal Perry. Perry dribbles it once, puts it up. It's no good. Rebound by Patty up and in. We're tied at 8-all.
We'll count that as a pass. She just kind of dropped it off to Patty right there.
We'll see what the stat crew does with that, whether they give that a miss or here's a three ball. It's high off the back rim by Jordan Merritt. One and done. Rebound comes down to Patty. Aggies have the ball. This is Mackenzie Green. She has the ball on the right side. Staring her in the face is Kiki Smith. Smith, a graduate out of District Heights, Maryland, on the team. Patty sets the screen. Mackenzie still on the dribble. Goes over now to the right wing. Being guarded by Smith again. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Now 8. Mackenzie trying to get all the way in. Puts up the floater. No good. Patty with the rebound. Put it up and in. Patty with a couple of sort of takes on really short shots and putting them back up and in. We'll find out whether that was a shot or a pass also. But Patty takes advantage of both of them, and the Aggies have their first lead 10-8. Here's Florida, pull-up jumper on the baseline. Nice shot there by Birdie Rimdahl, and we're tied up at 10. Rimdahl is from Denmark, a 5'9" true freshman. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. We're tied up at 10. Here's Mackenzie Green. Going to have a four-person substitution for Florida here at the next dead ball. Sahara Jones has the ball. She's going to dribble all the way into the paint, puts up the layup, dances on the rim, won't go. Tipped around. Perry almost tipped it back into the basket, but it comes down to Florida. Gators have the ball. De Oliveira gets it out to Smith. Jumper from the free throw line and got it. 12-10.
Got to give the Florida half-court defense a lot of kudos here. They've really made it hard for the Aggies to get any type of good, easy shot so far early.
Minute 15 left to play here in the first quarter. Florida back up by 2. Mackenzie Green has the ball over the left side, being chased there by Rimdahl. Rimdahl almost tipped it away. Goes into the hands of Wells. Wells out to Green. Green, 16-footer, dances on the rim, won't go. Nice rebound by Perry. Kenyal Perry making the most of her minutes. She comes out, sets the screen on Rimdahl. Wells with the shot. Wells got fouled on the shot. Kayla Wells will go to the free throw line. A foul on Alberti Rimdahl. And Kayla Wells will go to the line. Now we've got the four-person substitution. And good news for Florida as Duke comes back into the game. She got that ankle taped. She had gone out in the first quarter. Looked like she was really hurting. So kudos to the trainer there for getting that taped up, and she's going to come back into the game. So that's good news for Gator fans as Wells goes to the free throw line. Kayla Wells, an 83% free throw shooter, but bring that down to 52 as she just missed the first one. Kayla averaging 16.6 points a game. The leading scorer for Texas A&M. Graduate super senior for the Aggies. Taking her time here on this second free throw, more time than usual, and launches it. It goes. Taking the time, paid off as she swished that one. Wells comes in for Q Hoppy, or Wells goes out. Q Hoppy comes in, I should say. Pressure by the Aggies as Jordan Nixon stays in the backcourt, puts up the guard on Broughton. Broughton comes down over the timeline. Now she'll set up the half-court offense. Bounce pass over to Smith. Gonna go inside. This is Christina Moore, who is wearing number 55 today. She normally wears number 14. Christina Moore. She's in a New Jersey today, 55.
And Perry got a hand on that shot on the other end.
Nixon over to Q Hoppy over on the left side. Now bounces the ball once, goes inside to Patty. Patty turn around over Moore, but it goes all the way around the rim and will not go. The rebound underneath to Sahara Jones. She puts it up, it won't go. There's a fight for the ball underneath. It's batted away by Florida, and it goes into the hands of the Gators.
A lot of contact on the other end, and then they call this foul down here.
On Nixon, yeah. Broughton came down, and Nixon fouled her on the shot. She's going to go to the free throw line. There were bodies everywhere down here underneath the Florida basket. 12-10, Florida or under the Aggie basket, I should say. Florida on top, and Broughton will go to the free throw line. Broughton's a 79% free throw shooter, averages 5.5 points a game. Duke comes out of the game. I think they might have just put it in there to test that ankle to see how it was doing. And she'll come out and take a rest. Matter of fact, the coach is going down there and asking her probably exactly that. How's your ankle feel out there? And I saw her give a little nod, but what player isn't going to give a nod, right? You can say, yeah, put me in, coach. I'm ready. Broughton makes them both. It's 14-11, a three-point Florida lead.
Somebody's got to come back and help.
Yeah, tried to inbound the ball, but it's out on Moore. And it belonged to the Aggies again. 4 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, and it's a three-point Gator lead. Inbound the ball to Q Hoppy. Hoppy comes over the timeline. 1 second. She'll shoot a long one. It's off the backboard. No good. And we've played a quarter. It's Florida 14 and Texas A&M 11 here at the end of the first quarter. Ricard, Broughton, and Duke on the floor. Here's about a 17-footer. It's off the back rim. No good. That shot by Broughton, and the rebound comes down to Texas A&M. They've got the ball down by 3, 14-11. Jordan Nixon trying to find her shot. She's lost it the last couple of ball games. Here's a hook pass into Wells. Wells out to Q Hoppy. 3 ball. She's alone for it and wins. Q Hoppy. You leave her alone, she's going to nail the tray, and she did that time. And Q Hoppy with a nice shot that time. And we're tied at 14.
Ags needed to see that one go through the hoop.
Florida has the basketball. They reverse the ball over to the left side. Here's a bounce inside to Moore. And a nice pass that time to, who made that?
I believe that was Broughton.
Yeah, Broughton. He was breaking from the right side. I was blocked by a couple of players. He came in from the right side. I saw that it was Moore who got the assist. Nice bounce pass to Broughton and put that up and in. It's 16-14. Florida up on top. This is Wells. Wells has the ball. Give it to Q Hoppy. Hoppy playing the 1. She'll bring it down. Being guarded there by Broughton. Now dribbles over to the right side. Screen by Roby. Hoppy over to the left wing. Now the screen by Patty. Give it back to Patty. Now give it to Nixon. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Nixon. Here's a lob pass into Roby. Roby almost lost the basketball. She's alone from the baseline. Shot. It's no good. And a whistle and a foul. We're going to go the other way. They call the foul on Kayla Wells. Her first on a push-off, and it belongs to Florida.
The Florida half-court defense has been tough for this entire first half so far, and really making it difficult for the Aggies to get a shot inside or out.
Christina Moore has the ball, goes over to Kiki Smith. Now give it to Broughton. Broughton on the right side. Kick it to Ricards. Ricards 3 from the corner is off. No good. Rebound by Patty. Aggies have the ball. Patty down to Q Hoppy. Hoppy hit a 3 last time down. Now she stops her dribble. Give it to Roby. Hands it right back to Patty. To Hoppy over on the left side. Broughton comes out to get her. Now dribbles over to the right wing. Here's Hoppy. Hoppy back over to Nixon. Nixon to Roby. Roby backs into Duke. Puts it up. Short. No good. Duke feeling good now. She just got a partial block. Come down the other way. Kiki Smith has the ball. Now gets it outside. Here's a long 2 by Duke. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Texas A&M.
Another great big rebound by Patty. That's 9, for her on the floor. 8 on the defensive end.
It's Q Hoppy. Hoppy going against Ricard. Now dribbles to the left, dribbles to the right. Step back jumper, puts it up. It won't go. And the rebound comes down to Duke. Duke playing tough basketball after going out with an injury in the first quarter. She's still got a little hitch in her get-along there, but she's getting up and down the court. Here's Smith. Bounce pass it out to Broughton. Broughton with a long 2 and made it. That was just inside the arc, and a timeout called by Gary Blair. Athens, and that is in the second quarter. And also in the second quarter, Missouri at Arkansas. Arkansas is up by 12, 32-20. So maybe a couple of upsets brewing there as Alabama leading Georgia right now by 16 in the second quarter. I know you were pointing out something there in a minute. I haven't given you a chance to say what you were going to say. Here's Nixon, has the basketball. Aggies trail here by 4. Q Hoppy, step back jumper, and got it. It rattled and went. Well, somebody's hitting baskets out there, and her name is Q. That was about a 19-footer just inside the arc from the baseline, and the Aggies trail it by a point now, 18-17. That was a 3?
Just a 2, yeah.
Was it 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here's, they put 3 up on the scoreboard. Here's Broughton. That's definitely a 3. And it's, the scoreboard in the stadium is incorrect. It's 21-16. They gave them a 3-pointer on the scoreboard. And I believe that was definitely a 2. It's 21-16. They'll correct that. Nixon pulls up a long 2. It's no good. And the rebound comes down, and a whistle and a foul.
Looks like that's going to be on Malone.
So the fans are seeing a scoreboard that we're both pretty sure is incorrect. At 21-17, the stat monitor is right, 21-16. As this was a 2-pointer that was hit. That was a 2. Yeah, the official just told us a 2, and now the scoreboard's right. So 21-16.
Nice when the official's right here next to us to give us the correct score.
Yeah. The scoreboard just corrected itself. It's 21-16. And now it's Florida's ball after a cessation of play there as a foul was called. Broughton has it. The 5-point lead, though, for Florida. That's their biggest. Here's Broughton with the ball. Comes over to the other side, and a traveling call on Jeriah Warren, who just came into the ball game, a freshman from Lake Charles, as Warren took an extra step, breaking to the basket from the left side.
A great closeout there by Johnson. Malik Johnson could get out there.
So the Aggies will inbound the ball. Full court pressure here by Florida. Smith is right on Jordan Nixon, and they're going to call the foul on Smith. They were going to say that there was just too much body bumping going on down the court. They call it on Smith.
She was riding her all the way down the court. I was wondering if that was going to get blown or not.
Kayla Wells will inbound the ball right here in front of us. She'll be guarded here by Birdie Rimdahl. Aggies trail by 5, 21-16. Inbound the ball to Jordan Nixon. Nixon will dribble it across the timeline. Being picked up with the guard there by Smith. Smith's a good defender. Here's a backup jumper, rattled and went. Boy, Jordan Nixon needs some confidence. She came into this game having hit just 2 of her last 21 shots. And now Nixon hits her first field goal of the game. Here's Florida with the ball. Rimdahl has it in the corner. Gets it out, left wing to Merritt. Merritt dribbles past Nixon. Now goes out to Kiki Smith. Smith dribbles the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Go over left side. This is Rimdahl. Now give it to Duke. Duke got the ball taken away by Q Hoppy. Got her pocket pick to Wells. Wells all the way down. The underhanded layup up and in. And now the crowd gets into the game. The Aggies have cut it to 1, 21-20.
Probably the best defensive effort on the half court by the Aggies there, and it turned into a layup on the other end.
Good transition layup. Nice ball movement. Here's a shot short by Florida. And into the game is Malia Johnson now for Texas A&M. She's missed the last 2 ball games for the Aggies. Both of those games on the road at LSU and Tennessee. Nice to see her back on the court. Here's Nixon with the game, with the ball. Underhands it to Malone. Malone with a give back to Wells, but it's taken there by Duke. Duke to Smith. Smith to Merritt. Merritt gets fouled. They'll call this on.
Not sure who they're calling on, but there wasn't a lot of contact compared to what's been going on the other end.
They called that on Malone. Indeed they did. And it was on the floor. Yep, they're going to call that on. Well, they called it either on Malone or John.
It was on Malone.
Was on Malone? Okay.
And she checks out and Patty checks back in.
Yep. So the Aggies now have Hoppy, Wells, Patty, Johnson, and Nixon into the game. Florida inbound long to Merritt. Merritt just ripped the cords with a 3. She just stood there flat-footed from the top of the circle and nailed it. Merritt with a nice shot that time. For Merritt, that's her 15th 3 of the season. 4:19 left to play here in the second quarter. It's a 24-20 Florida lead, and we've got a charging call against
push
Jordan
off
Nixon.
on Q. No, it was on Q.
Oh, was it on Q
Hoppy, as she drove. It didn't look like she really touched her, but the ref thought she got a little bit too much with the floor on there.
Well, Nixon was the one that was there fussing. They called it on Hoppy, and when Nixon comes out of the free throw line, comes out of the game, and Mackenzie Green comes into the game. No, they did call that on Nixon. Here's a hook pass into Merritt. Merritt goes inside to Weiss. Weiss puts it up, no good. Got to fight for it on the rebound, and coming out with it is Texas A&M. Mackenzie Green has the ball, but they call a foul now on Weiss. Leah Weiss, her second personal foul. And the Aggies have the ball. Fouls are no. A&M has 4 and 2 fouls now on Florida. As far as team fouls, there's just under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Aggies down quick. Green to Q Hoppy. 3 ball. That was off no good. Rebound. Oh, got a whistle and a foul.
She was fouled on the shot.
Okay, then she'll be shooting 3 if she indeed was shooting from the 3-point line. And I think she was. And
so they're going to say that was after the shot?
Okay, yeah, they're going to say that it was on the floor after the shot, I believe. So the shooter was not fouled. They're going to say exactly, Jason. They're going to say that it was on the floor after the shot. So no shooting. The Aggies will inbound the ball. That's the 3rd foul on Florida. Weiss is now playing with 3 fouls in the game. Number 00, but she is out of the game.
explaining to Coach Blair that she was actually already back on the ground and then got pushed after the shot.
And the Aggies will inbound the ball right in front of the Florida bench. 3:53 to play in the second quarter. Florida leads it by 4. Here's a give to Patty, or the inbound to Patty, and gives it right back to Wells, and Wells fumbles it out of bounds off of her knee. So Florida will have the ball back. If you're counting turnovers, that's 10 now on Texas A&M, 6 on Florida. And we've still got 3:40 left to play in the second quarter. The Aggies are already at double-digit turnovers. Broughton has the ball going against Hugh Hoppy. Flings the ball over left side to Ricard. Ricard dribbles him once, gets it over to Kiki Smith. Smith dribbles against Mackenzie Green. And here's a whistle and a foul on Patty. They're going to say that
it was
Patty,
a push on Patty.
Yes, was pushing off, trying to get that pass, pushing off against Merritt. Actually, they call that on Johnson.
Johnson with the hold. Yeah, just looking up at the replay on the screen.
And they're going to go to the free throw line, as that is the 5th team foul on Texas A&M. So Merritt will go to the line shooting 2. I didn't see the foul on Patty at all, but I wasn't looking to what Johnson was doing, and evidently she held. And Merritt makes the first misses the first free throw. Keeps it at 24-20. She's got one more coming and misses that one too. So Patty gets the rebound. Hook pass it out to Hoppy. Hoppy dribbles on the right side, goes around the screen by MJ. Now gives the ball to Wells. Wells goes into the paint. Kick it outside to Mackenzie Green. She almost lost the ball, but catches up with it, gives it to Hoppy over on the right wing. 3:08 left to play. Hoppy shoots a 3 ball, nothing but net. That one brought rain, and it came down and jiggled the cords, and the Aggies have cut it to 1, 24-23. Hoppy with another 3 ball. That's her second of the game. She's got 8 points in the game. Here's Florida with the shot. Flat shot is short, no good. That was by Jordan Merritt, 1 and done. Aggies have the basketball. They bring it down the court, passes it over the timeline to Mackenzie Green. Does Hoppy. Green now playing the 1, being guarded there by Ricard. Now give it to Hoppy over on the left wing. She shoots, 17-footer, rattled and went. She's got double figures. Hugh Hoppy. And the Aggies have taken the lead back, 25-24. They've only led it once in this game. That was 12-10. Now they lead it again by a point. Here it goes out to Merritt. Merritt out to Smith. They're working the ball inside to Weiss. Now outside. 3 ball, no good by De Oliveira. Rebound by Johnson. Aggies have the basketball. This is Mackenzie Green. He gives it to Hugh Hoppy. They'll slow it down. 2 minutes left to play here in the first half. The Aggies by a point. Hoppy going to shoot. 19-footer. Off the front rim, off the glass, and back in again. Well, she got the home court roll that time. And a timeout called by Florida as the Aggies have taken their biggest lead of 3. 27-24. A 30-second timeout called with 1:51 left to play here in the first half.
The Aggies on a 7-0 run, but that's coming from the defensive end and hold the Florida Gators to 0 field goals in the last 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So the defense really turning it onto the offense, but mostly that's by Hugh Hoppy, who's really stepped up here and knocking down some big shots.
Thanks to St. Joseph Health, kids 12 and younger can join the official kids club of A&M Athletics. Junior Aggie Club members get free admission to Aggie athletic events, cool swag, perks, and a ton of fun. Hey parents, visit thejunioraggieclub.com to sign up your kids today. 27-24 as the Aggies have taken a lead, as Jason Cornelius told you, on a 7-0 run. And Florida will inbound the ball after Coach Kelly Ray Finley calls a timeout. She is the interim head coach for Florida, her 5th year here. She has been an assistant the previous 4 seasons. Here's Florida with the ball, working the ball underneath the Dude. Dude almost lost the ball, trying to get it back in bounds, and the loose ball goes to Mackenzie Green. Green to Wells. Wells, 22-footer, got it. Aggies hit another 3, and Kayla Wells got it that time. And the Aggies lead at 30-24. A 6-point lead for Texas A&M on a 10-0 run. Here's a 3-pointer trying to stop the bleeding for Florida. It's off too hard by Merritt, no good. And a whistle and a foul. That foul's going to be on Duke.
Nope, that's going to be number 12.
Yeah, number 12, Merritt, excuse me.
Again, this run really being spurred by the Ags on the defensive end.
So like we said, a 10-0 run for Texas A&M. Florida had a 6-point lead at 8-2 early in the ball game. They had stretched it back out to 5, 21-16. But now the Aggies on a run and lead it by 6, 30-24, with a minute change left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Mackenzie Green going against Broughton. Now gets the ball to Q Hoppy, baseline. That one would not roll, but the rebound by Johnson, and she puts it up and in. Malia Johnson making her comeback after missing a couple of games, and she got the bucket on the putback, and the Aggies lead by 8, 32-24. Another turnover. Kayla Wells has it. Aggies could take a double-digit lead here. Malia Johnson out to Mackenzie. Mackenzie with the floater. It's up. No good. Rebound underneath by Patty, and Aaliyah Patty puts it up and in, and the Aggies lead by 10. Aggies have flipped the script on the Gators here, big time in the latter half of this second quarter. 20 seconds left. The shot clock is off. Florida has the basketball. It's 34-24. Aggies with the lead. Here's Broughton. Broughton over on the left side. Shoots over Hoppy. 3 ball. That's a way to stop the bleeding. Broughton just nailed it. Hoppy was in her face. Here's a shot at the horn. It's short. And the Aggies lead by 7, 34-27. That big 3 ball by Broughton gave a little life here to the Gators after the Aggies had stretched it to double digits. But we have got a halftime Aggie lead of 30. Also playing without one assistant coach in Burnett Heat. Also today is not on the bench. The injuries for Florida out for the season. Their leading scorer, Lavender Briggs, is out. Those injuries report brought to you by St. Joseph, your primary partner for primary care and the official healthcare provider of Texas A&M Athletics. Aggies get the basketball to start the second half. They're up by 7, 34-27. Jordan Nixon takes the ball over on the right wing, slings it to Hoppy. Turnaround jumper is good from just inside the arc, about a 20-footer. And the Aggies back to a 9-point lead, 36-27.
She picks up right where she left off at the end of the first half.
Hoppy leading scorer for Texas A&M here in the game. Here's Florida with the basketball. And not for long, as it is stolen there by Texas A&M. Hoppy comes up with it. Patty comes up with it. Hoppy, I was going to talk about her. She's got 14 points in the game, 6 of 11 shooting. Broughton has 14 for Florida. Here's Hoppy with another one, as she's got 16 points in the game. She does it from the outside. That was the drive to the basket from the right side. Right up, put up the layup, and it went. The Aggies have an 11-point lead, their biggest. Florida with the ball, try to get it into Duke. Duke took her eye off the ball, and it goes away. Turnover, Florida. That's their 10th turnover of the game, and turnovers are now tied at 10 each. Aggies have the ball. Hot hand Hoppy has the ball. She's going to stop and pop and got it again. Q Hoppy's got it going. Q Hoppy just hit a 10-footer from the left side. 18 points for Q. Staten Island, New York.
4 out of her last 5.
Stop the bleeding there as Kiki Smith hit a 17-footer from the left side of the paint. Their first bucket of the third quarter. And it's 40-29, an 11-point Aggie lead. 8.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Here's Kayla Wells. Wells goes baseline against Ricards, and a whistle and a foul. They'll call that foul on Nina Ricard. The junior from Queens. Averages 7 points a game and 4 rebounds, Ricards, but the foul was on her, and the shot taken by Wells, and Wells will have to earn it at the line. Kayla Wells, the graduate out of South Grand Prairie, averaging just under 17 points a game. For Kayla, by the way, has now played in 139 games in the Aggie uniform. She is now just 5 away from breaking the Aggie record for games played, held by Carla Gilbert. Carla Gilbert Calhoun, who is now a head high school coach here in the Bryan College Station area, as Wells makes the first free throw. Aggies lead by 12, 41 to 29. Well, second free throw. Got it. 42-29. Aggies with their biggest lead of 13 points. 8:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Kiki Smith gives it over to Merritt. Now here's a three ball, nothing but net. Nice shot there by Birdie Rimdahl. As she nailed one from the outside, Rimdahl has 12 three-pointers this year.
Great rotation there by Florida to come right back. Nice shot by Wells again.
Tell you what, both of these teams are having trouble finding the basket to start the game, but to start the third quarter, they can't miss. Wells just hit one from about 17 feet, top of the circle. And the Aggies lead by 12 again, 44 to 32. Get it into Duke. Duke goes underneath to Merritt. It goes out of bounds, and last touch by Merritt, they say, and it'll belong to the Aggies.
Patty swiped down and knocked it off of her leg, and it went out of bounds. So great job by the Aggie defense here to start this second half. Already 3 turnovers.
Raya Warren comes in for Broughton. Aggies have the ball in that 12-point lead now. 7:38 left to play here in the third quarter. Jason Cornelius, Tom Turpeville here courtside with you, giving you Aggie and Florida SEC basketball. Jordan Nixon. Nixon picking up the guard by Rimdahl. 5 against 5 for Jersey numbers. Get it into Wells. Wells puts it up and hung on the rim, and then it went the Aggie way. It dropped 46 to 32. Aggies with their biggest lead now of 14. Rimdahl bounce passes it into Duke. Duke turns around, but Patty is there. Reverse it to Merritt at the top of the key, and she hit a three. Merritt with a nice three ball. She's got 16 this year. Three balls, and it's 46 to 35 back inside, or back to 11, I should say. Just under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Jordan Nixon going against Rimdahl. Goes a bullet pass to Patty underneath. Slings it out to Wells. Three ball corner. It's off the front rim. No good. I was ready to call that. Kiki Smith gets the long rebound. Kiki hesitates. Down to Rimdahl's three ball. That's off the back rim. No good. Chasing it down. Florida gets the ball and back out to Kiki Smith. Now go underneath the Merritt. Merritt goes under. Nice defense that time by Malia Johnson. Got Merritt to put up the bad layup. Quickly down to Wells. Wells goes up, puts it up. It won't go, but she draws the foul. The foul on Jariah Warren.
Great find there by Jordan Nixon as Wells is streaking to the basket.
Hey, download the 12th Man mobile app and get the latest news, videos, live game audio, and in-venue promotions for A&M Athletics. Plus, you can buy, transfer, and inside that app. Visit 12thman.com/app today. Go mobile and as Wells goes to the free throw line, Kayla has 12 points in the game. By the way, Leah Patty nearing a double-double. She just needs 2 more points, and she's got 12 rebounds in the game. And makes the first free throw. And last home game here against UTSA, Patty with a career game that night with 20 points and 18 rebounds. Came back close to a 2020 game. Wells makes the first free throw. Now 47 to 35. Wells slowing down on those free throws, and it's worked for her here so far. And she made that one. It's a 13-point Aggie lead, 48 to 35. 6:19 to play in the third quarter. Florida's got the basketball. Rimdahl dribbles over on the left wing. Now gives it over to the right side to Smith. Smith going against Hugh Hoppy around Duke Green. Now Smith into the paint, puts up the floater. It's no good. The long rebound, though, comes out to Kiki. Back to Merritt. Merritt goes in, kicks it outside. Three ball is way too long there by Warren. But they get the rebound, get it down low to Duke. Duke puts it up and draws the foul by Patty. He'll go to the line.
Long offensive rebounds there by Florida to keep that possession alive.
Patty picks up the foul. Duke goes to the free throw line. Duke is a junior from Vancouver, British Columbia.
Very active. Been very active since she hurt her ankle there early in the first quarter.
Has. She went down hard in the first quarter and was holding that ankle. But then the trainer did a great job wrapping it up. And she has come back out and played quite a few minutes since then. Didn't help her with that free throw. That went high off the back rim. Still 48 to 35. Second free throw, got that one. And Duke now has her first point of the game. The Aggies, Hoppy. Roby with the screen, try to go into Patty, but the pass is almost stolen there by Duke. We've got a whistle and a foul.
Reach in on
Another
Patty.
one on
steal.
Patty, so 2 quick fouls on Patty. And she's got 2 personal fouls. Those were her first 2. She's going to come out of the lineup, and Sahara Jones will come back in. Florida has Smith, Barrett, Rimdahl, Duke,
Steal by
and
Nixon.
Warren. Nixon goes right back to the basket and puts it up. Steal on the inbound, and Nixon gets her second bucket of the game. Aggies up by 14. That matches their biggest lead, 50-36. 5.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Rimdahl, give it to Kiki Smith.
Nice hands.
Tried to force it inside there to Warren, but tipped out of bounds by Sahara Jones.
Again, the turn in this game for the Aggies came from the defensive end, both in the first half now and here in the second half as well.
Warren inbounds the ball deep to Merritt. Merritt hands the ball to Kiki Smith. She goes to the free throw line, but she's stopped there by Wells. Now goes back outside to Warren. Now give it to Merritt over on the right wing. Merritt holds the ball against Hoppy. Hoppy got the steal. Oh, no, but it goes back to Warren. Warren puts up the floater. It won't go with the shot clock. The rebound is fought for, and it comes out to Texas A&M, and a reach-in foul going to be called against Florida's Jordan Merritt. That'll be the third team foul on Florida. The Aggies have 2 here in this quarter. Still 5 minutes left to play in the quarter. Substitution. Going out is Warren. Coming back in is Emmanuel De Oliveira. Also going out is Rimdahl. And coming back into the game is Christina Moore for Florida. Aggies have the ball and a 14-point lead, 50-36. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third. Hoppy behind the back dribble. Passed the ball off to Jordan Nixon before she would have gotten the traveling call. Nice move there. Give it to Wells. Wells goes in, underhanded finger roll, and it went. 52-36, a 16-point Aggie lead, and Wells has 16 points in the game. Moore has the ball to Broughton. Broughton goes baseline, whistle and a foul that time on Kayla Wells. And we've got a timeout with 4:29 left to play in the game. Tech in the nation now. As we are back to play after the timeout, the Aggies lead it by 16. Here's the long inbound by Florida. Catching up with it is De Oliveira. Now De Oliveira almost loses the ball as she gets the ball from Broughton. Now quick hands there by Hoppy. Almost lost the ball again. Now give it to Broughton. Broughton goes in, and a charge on Broughton. They got a call. They're going to say that Broughton
extended that elbow.
Yep, against Hoppy. So the foul with 4:14 left. That's the 4th team foul on Florida, so the Aggies will be going to the line. Here's a foul on Florida, and the and one for Kayla Wells. Got it to Wells, and Wells sprinted to the right side of the bucket, put up the finger roll. She got clipped on the way, and she's going to go to the free throw line for the 3-point play.
They caught Florida slipping on their, which has been a really good extended press so far here in the game. And A&M able to catch them slipping, and Kayla got behind them.
Wells has 18 points in the game. She'll go to the line. She can get to 20. She's already over her average now of 16.6. Wells, first free throw. Got it. Or the only free throw. She completes the 3-point play. Excuse me, the 3-point play. So she has 19 points now, a point away from 20. Here's Kiki Smith. Florida has the ball. She gets double teamed over there on the left side. Now Broughton has it over on the left wing. Takes a screen by White. Now get it to Moore. Moore to De Oliveira. Now back to Moore. Going to try to reverse the ball. Get it to White. Swing it back to De Oliveira. Goes right through a double team and beats another double team. Goes outside to Broughton. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Shoots. It's no good. But the rebound by Smith. They get a new shot clock. Smith goes right to the rack and puts it up and in. Nice rebound and put back there by Kiki Smith. It's 55-38 now.
Another good defensive possession. He's got to close it out and secure the rebound to the Ags.
17-point Aggie lead with 3:23 left to play here in the third quarter. Here's Hoppy. He has the ball, brings it down over the timeline, going against Broughton. Broughton runs into the screen of Robbie, out to Jones. Sahara's got an open three. It's the back iron. Will not go. Weiss goes up for the rebound. Give it out to Broughton. Broughton comes down quickly over to Smith. Smith hesitates, tries to go through. Whistle and a foul on Texas A&M. I think they'll call that on Jordan Nixon. They do. For Nixon, that is going to be her third personal foul. She has the most fouls for the Aggies, and she'll come out of the ball game here, and Mackenzie Green will come back in. So the Aggies have Hoppy, Mackenzie Green, Wells, Roby, and Sahara Jones. Weiss, Moore, De Oliveira. Here's Broughton with the three. It's no good. They're in the ball game along with Kiki Smith. Up the rebound comes down to Florida, and getting the putback is De Oliveira. 55-40, a 15-point lead. Got some pressure here by Smith. Defense on Green. Mackenzie Green is going to dribble through a double team, then gets it over to Jones. Good defense there by Florida. It works. Gets the ball to Moore, and Moore puts it up. Well, defense created offense for Florida that time. And it's 55-42, a 13-point Aggie lead.
And now they've extended all the way to the full court to Florida, but Ags break it this time, and McKenzie gets it across.
They were all over Green that time, and Green did a nice job dribbling the ball, but eventually it went back to Florida. De Oliveira got the bucket. Now we've got an offensive foul on Roby. And coming into the game for Jones will be Aaliyah Patty. Florida will have the ball. They're down by 13, 55-42. There's 2:18 left to play. We're in the third quarter. Kiki Smith has the ball, brings it over the timeline. Now she gets the ball up at the top of the arc to Weiss, back to Smith, and Smith just nailed a three, and it's a 10-point game, 55-45. That's a run here by Florida, 7-0.
Now 9-0.
9-0, excuse me. Under 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Here's a whistle and a foul on Smith. And the Aggies will be going to the free throw line, as that'll be the 15th foul on Florida. And Mackenzie Green will be going to the line with 1:50 left to play in the third quarter.
Both teams, when they've made a run, has been on the defensive end.
Smith was guarding her close, but then watching the replay there, Smith just put that little thigh right out there against Mackenzie Green on about her third dribble, and that's when she drew the whistle. So Mackenzie Green goes to the free throw line and makes the first free throw. Mackenzie averaging just over 2 points a game. Just a 43% free throw shooter, but you can bring that up a tick or two. She made the first one. It's 56-45, an 11-point Aggie lead. Second free throw. Missed that one. That one rimmed out. Rebound by Broughton. Broughton's a player. Well, right when I say that, she almost lost the basketball. She's still a player, though.
Yes.
De Oliveira has it. Now out to Smith. Smith with a backup jumper. It was a 2. Her foot was on the line. Right there on the arc. It's 56-47, and they have cut it inside 10. Here's Hoppy down quick to Wells. Wells thought about the three, passed it up as she was guarded there by Moore. Now give it out to Mackenzie Green. Green dribbling against Smith. Go to Wells. Wells stops. Floater. Got fouled. She'll go to the line. Kayla Wells. It's a 9-point lead. Texas A&M has led it by as many as 19. It was 55-36. But now they have cut it to 9, so they've cut it by 10, but Wells could get it back to a 10-point lead, or 11 with a couple of free throws here. 1:18 left to play in the third. Here's Wells, first free throw. Got it. Kayla is now 7 for 8 at the free throw line and has 20 points in the game. Second free throw. And that was off the front rim, but nice rebound by McKenzie and put it back up and in. Mackenzie Green, one of the shortest players on the court. She got that rebound and put it up and in.
Now the Ags are going to pick up full court here. Both teams trying to extend that defensive pressure.
59-57. Here's Broughton. Broughton brings it down. Here's the Oliveira. The Oliveira goes outside. It's a three ball, and it is good by Moore. Moore just nailed a three from the left side. Inside a minute, the Aggies lead by 9 again. Inside 10. Here's Wells. Wells to Hoppy, to Wells. Wells goes down. She's stopped by Broughton. Now give it out to Hoppy. Hoppy holding the ball. 38 seconds left to play. Go underneath the Green, and Green up and in.
He snuck in behind him and got an easy layup there.
Mackenzie Green playing down low now with a couple of buckets. 27 seconds left to play. The Aggies by 11. Broughton thought about the three. Goes past Green. Puts up the floater. It's no good. Rebound underneath and back up and in by Weish. Talia Weish gets the bucket. It's 61-52. Back inside 10. It's a 9-point lead. 7 seconds. Aggies will go for a final shot here in the third quarter. Here's Hoppy. Goes around Roby's screen. Out to Green. Green. Floater from the baseline. It won't go. In and out. And that's the end of the third quarter. Aggies lead it by 9, 61-52. 62-53 on Missouri. And LSU and Auburn, they've got a 4 o'clock start today, so they're just about to get underway. Here's Florida with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. They're down by 9. They've still got a ball game for sure. Oliveira has it on the left side. Now give it to Moore. Oliveira on the right side. Now give it to Kiki Smith at the top of the key, being guarded there by Kayla Wells. Smith's going to go right in against Roby. Put it up short, no good. Roby with a nice rebound, and we've got a jump ball as Roby battling underneath there. And the put down by Roby, and down on the floor, as going down hard that time. Good, tough basketball underneath. They call a jump ball. And that is Weish, who sort of lost her balance and went down, and they are checking her out. We've got a jump ball. The ball is going to belong to Florida.
That'll be the Aggies ball.
The Aggies ball, excuse me. Up there in the locker room. Now the Aggies have the basketball after the jump ball is called. Full court pressure here by the Gators. Duke. About to run out of time here. Here's Weiss, got it to Nixon, and they just got over the timeline in time. That was about a half a second in time. Nixon over on the right side, goes into Wells. Wells guarded by Moore. Turnaround jumper is no good. The rebound comes out to Ricards. Florida has the ball. The Oliveira over on the right side, picking up the guard from Patty. Now Patty all over Oliveira, get it out to Ricards. Ricards loses the ball, but now catches up with it over on the left wing. Under 9 minutes to play in the game. The Aggies lead by 9. Ricards to Smith. Smith takes Duke's screen. Now out to Oliveira. She's open for a three. It's too hard. No good. The rebound tips around. Comes out to Patty. Patty's got double-digit rebounds in the game.
Number 13 for her.
She had 18 in the last home game. That was against UTSA. Here's the Aggies with the ball, leading by 9. Here's Wells underneath the basket. Flicks it back outside to Jordan Nixon. Nixon dribbles the ball over to the right side. She's going to be called to the charge. They're going to say that she put the elbow into the Florida defender that time. Going down hard, the Oliveira that time. And that's the fourth personal foul on Jordan Nixon. Nixon has 4 points in the game. As Jordan, the second leading scorer for the Aggies, been on somewhat of a scoring drought for A&M. And now she's out with 4 fouls.
I know she's out there battling for the Aggies, but it looks like she's favoring that right knee a little bit also.
Moore to Broughton. Broughton lobs it to Duke. Oh, it was tipped away by Hoppy, but then goes back to Broughton. And now another jump ball. This will belong to the Gators. Nice job there by Hoppy to hustle in there and tie it up.
The Aggies are going to continue to pull this game out. It's going to have to stay on the defensive end.
Aggies have led by as many as 19, but the Gators have cut it by 10. It's a 9-point Aggie lead. 8 minutes left to play. Here's a long inbound to Kiki Smith. Smith picks up the dribble, being guarded there by Mackenzie Green. Going to shoot a 3 ball. It's an air ball. No good. Rebound by Patty. Patty picks up the loose shot. And now the Aggies come down. Mackenzie Green going against Kiki. Now dribbles over on the left wing. Patty sets the screen. Mackenzie Green still with the dribble. Now goes over. Right side to Wells. And an offensive foul on Wells. Now Wells knew at that time. He just kind of shows her frustration there. Walks down the court. So another offensive foul on the Aggies. And it's still 61-52.
Giving the Aggies defense a lot of credit. The Florida defense on the half court has been very good this evening also.
We played 2.5 minutes, still waiting for a score here in this fourth quarter. Moore has the ball, now Duke. Duke, Smith. Smith, there's a 3 ball, right side, Barrett. Here's the score in the fourth quarter. And it's by Barrett of Florida, and it's 61-55. They've cut it to a 6-point game with 7:13 left to play.
Anytime they've needed a big basket, has come from the three-point basket. They're 10 for 23 now. Where the Aggies only got 3.
Well, Hoppy tried a 19-footer, but it was partially blocked there by Broughton. Guard on guard. Go down to Merritt. Oh, Merritt traveled. No call. She got a 3, though, from the right side. And Gary Blair calls a timeout as they have cut this now to a 3-point game, 61-58. They've cut it from 19 down to 3 down. Florida has. As for the season, they had 76 coming into this game. So a big 3-point day for the Gators. Aggies have the basketball, up by only 3 points, 61-58, with just under 7 minutes left to play. Aggies with the ball. Hoppy goes around. Roby's screen. Well, got to try to get the ball to Hoppy, but it goes off of Smith. Smith gets the steal, come down. The easy layup by Broughton. And the Aggies' lead has been cut to 1. It is 61-60. Full court pressure here by Florida. It's a 2-player pressure. Kiki Smith is still on Mackenzie Green. Green comes over the timeline. 1-point lead for the Aggies. This is Wells. Wells. Roby sets the screen. Wells stops the dribble. Give it back to Roby. Roby backing in to her defender. And offensive foul on Roby. Another offensive foul on the Aggies. Aaliyah Johnson is going to come into the game for the Aggies. And she'll come in for Sydney Roby.
Going to say she used her elbow to clear some space there.
Second foul on Roby. No point. And Florida will inbound the ball with 6:09 left to play in the fourth quarter. Florida could take the lead back. They've had a couple of leads in this game. Brief leads. Here's Smith. Smith goes into the paint, goes outside to Barrett. Barrett passed up the 3, dribbles up, puts it up too hard, no good. Rebound by Kayla Wells. Wells has the basketball, bring it down over the timeline. Hands the ball to Mackenzie Green. Green, dribble on the right side. Broughton is on her. Now goes into the paint, back out to Wells. Wells back inside to Malia. MJ puts it up. She got fouled. Foul called on Jordan Merritt on the shot. Malia Johnson will go to the free throw line. Sure, and stay tuned for our post-game show after the game, presented by St. Joseph Health, your primary partner for primary care. Malia Johnson, the sophomore out of Chicago Summer Creek High School, goes to the line. The 48% free throw shooter. Malia's missed the last couple of games. She didn't go on either trip to Baton Rouge or to Knoxville. The first free throw rattled out and back in again.
Needed that one.
Take that roll. Johnson's got 3 points in the game. Second free throw. That was short. Broughton with the rebound. Aggies by 2, 62 to 60. Here's Kiki Smith, goes all the way in. He draws the foul. I think that foul is going to be on number 2, Hoppy. So they can tie the game at the line as Smith will go to the line. Kiki Smith is first time at the line. Florida's only been to the line 6 times tonight, made half of those.
That one's off.
Free throw miss. Aggies 13 of 19 at the line. Here's Smith, left-hander. Made the second free throw. Back to a 1-point Aggie lead, 62-61. Pressure here by Kiki Smith. Andy Oliveira. Mackenzie Green brings it down over the timeline. Gets the ball to Kayla Wells on the left side. Moore is on her. Now Wells goes to the free throw line. Bounce pass it to Malia Johnson, but the ball bounces off of Johnson. Broughton brings it down. Here's a 3-ball from the left side. Nailed it, and they've got the lead. That was Moore. Just nailed one from the left side, and Florida has taken the lead back 64 to 62. Gators have come back from 19 down to take the lead with under 5 minutes to play in this game. It's Mackenzie Green. Green's going to go all the way down. Got it blocked by Duke, but it goes back to Green. Green to Malia Johnson. Back to McKenzie. McKenzie stops her dribble just inside the arc. Gets it to Malia. Malia tries to go through a double team. It goes out of bounds. Out of bounds on Johnson. It'll belong to Florida. 4:33 left to play in the game. 64-62, Florida lead. And my quick head math just told me 28 to 7 since the Aggies led it by 19. My arithmetic teacher would be proud of how I did that in my head. All right, Florida's got the basketball with that 2-point lead. Here's Broughton. Broughton with the floater from the left side. It is short, no good, but a jump ball will belong to Texas A&M. They call the jump. So the Aggies will inbound the ball. Down by 2, 64 to 62. Aggies will be back on the road Thursday night, and a tough road it'll be as they'll be at Columbia, South Carolina to take on number 1 Gamecocks. The game will be, I believe, 6:30 Central Time. Here's Jordan Nixon bringing the ball down, gets it tipped out of bounds by Kiki Smith. So the Aggies will inbound the ball. Kayla Wells will inbound it right here in front of us. He slaps the ball. Goes to Malia Johnson, now back to Wells. Wells goes inside the paint, out to Hoppy. Hoppy's 14-footer, back iron, no good. Rebound by De Oliveira. De Oliveira down to Kiki Smith. Smith goes past Nixon, and she gets fouled and puts it up and in, the and one. And Smith is going to go to the free throw line.
Nixon with 4 fouls. There's anything much right there, and I think Smith knew that and went straight at her.
So Kiki Smith with 14 points in the game. I'll tell you what, she and Broughton have come to play tonight, or today. Smith at the line, left-handed shooter, and makes it, completes the 3-point play. They're up by 5. It's 67 to 62. Now that run becomes 31 to 7 since the Aggies led by 19. Nixon over on the right side, picking up the guard by Smith. We've got a whistle and a foul, as that foul will be on Moore, Christina Moore.
Only their second here in the second half. A lot of time left.
The Aggies will inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Jordan Nixon slaps it. Hoppy underneath, up and in. Well, Q Hoppy got it, and she got fouled. So stop the bleeding there as Q Hoppy put it up. Got fouled by Broughton, and Hoppy will go to the free throw line. Q Hoppy has 20 points in the game to tie Wells at 20. Patty still looking for 2 points to get a double-double. With 14 rebounds she already has in the game. So Hoppy at the line. Q is a 85% free throw shooter, and she completes the 3-point play. You heard it rip, and it's back to a 2-point Florida lead 67 to 65. 3:36 left to play in the fourth quarter. Smith to Duke. Now back to Smith. Smith stopped by the double team. Out to De Oliveira. Goes past Johnson. Loses the dribble. Give it to Duke. Duke, left-handed layup. Puts it up. No good. Rebound. Malia Johnson. Foul on the Gators.
Great defensive stand there by the Aggies, and that's where they're going to have to make a difference here, is being able to make some closeouts like you saw MJ Johnson do on the three-pointers.
Fourth team foul on the Gators. Aggies already have 5, so both teams are now in the shooting situation with their next foul. 3:13 left to play, and it's a 2-point Florida lead. Aggies have the ball. Here's Hoppy. She shoots. She made it. It's a 2. Foot was on the line. Janisha Hoppy with 23 points in the game, and we're tied at 67. Under 3 minutes to play. Here's Kiki
Good hands
Smith.
again.
Yep, good hands there by Hoppy. Goes into the backcourt, but Smith picks it up. Now Hoppy drives past Jordan Nixon, puts up the finger roll, and it goes. Smith knows how to play the game for sure. Quick on defense, good offensive player. He's got 17 points in the game. 7 of 11 from the field with 1 3-pointer. It's back to a Florida lead of 2, 69 to 67. 2.5 minutes to play. Here's Hoppy. Hoppy gets it over to Nixon. Nixon. MJ Johnson going past De Oliveira. Puts up the left-handed layup. It's up and in. We're back to tie. 69-69. 2:15 left to play in the game. Well, the fans are seeing a game. Don't like that the Aggies have blown a 19-point lead. Here's Smith with a long 2. It's no good. The rebound tips around, comes out to Sydney Roby. Aggies have the ball. Jordan Nixon tells her team to slow it down. Here's a throw in the corner to Wells. Wells gets it back to Hoppy. Hoppy fell down with that throw, but she gets herself back up. Hoppy has the ball. Shallow in the front court. Shoots. Back iron. No good. Long rebound comes down to Florida. Kiki Smith brings it down over the timeline. He wants a timeout. Coach Finley says, let's talk about this. We got a minute or nothing now because they're in the game with Florida. We're all tied up at 69, a minute and a half left to play. And Florida's got the basketball. This is Smith. Smith being guarded by Hoppy. Bounce passes it to Merritt. Merritt
Nice
shoots. Got the, by Merritt, she got the roll and it went. And they're back up by 2, 71 to 69.
A great spin move down there on the block.
2-point lead for Florida. Here's Jordan Nixon. Hoppy on the left wing. Goes around Patty's screen. Puts it up. It's no good. Tipped around. Comes out. Gators have it. Kiki Smith, 1-on-2 through the double team.
Missed
Puts
it.
it up short. No good. Rebound comes out to Wells. Aggies have the ball under a minute to play. They trail by 2. It's 71 to 69. Jordan Nixon makes a lot of game-winning shots. Hadn't seen it go lately, but here's Hoppy. Goes underneath to MJ, and MJ puts it up and in and got fouled. Malia Johnson got the layup, drew the foul. We're tied at 71 all, and Malia Johnson could give the Aggies the lead with 39 seconds left.
A great offensive set there. They got Hoppy coming off the down set by Johnson. Everybody, because she's had the hot hand, followed Hoppy outside, and she just dropped it off to Johnson for the layup and the foul.
So Malia Johnson will go to the free throw line. Malia wanting to bring up her average of 48% here. Give the Aggies the lead, and it does not go. And a timeout, Florida. Florida got the rebound. Broughton got it. Florida's going to have the basketball with 38 seconds left to play in the game. There'll be a 30-second shot clock, and we're all tied up 71-71.
This has been a great game, but the difference has been, and again, how the Aggies have been able to even get back into it now is the defensive end. And this is not going to be a bigger possession than they have right here on that side of the ball. They're going to have to step up.
Both teams are in the bonus, so any fouls, and there will be shots taken. Florida with the timeout called inside with 38 seconds left. That means they're going to be able to inbound the ball here on their end of the court. They'll end it bounded about even with the 3-point arc on their end of the court. 38 seconds left to play. And we're all tied up 71-71. Here we go. Florida with the basketball. Moore looking for somebody to throw it to. Finds Broughton. 34 seconds in the game, 23 seconds on the shot clock. Tie ball game. Broughton over on the right wing. Lobs it into Merritt. Merritt working against Johnson. Loses the basketball out on Wells. It'll belong to Florida with 22 seconds left to play.
Wells went down the double team that she's asking for the review. She doesn't think it was off of her.
And she's going to get it as they're going to, we'll look at it too here. Wells thinks it was out on a Florida player, but they will review that. With 22 seconds left, 13 seconds on the shot clock.
A great double team there by Wells, as she went down there to help MJ, who had the Florida player on the post, and so she was right there on top of it to see if it went off of her or not. Two officials are over there at the video review board right now. We haven't shown it on the big screen here at Reed yet.
I want to give a point here, a note here that I wanted after when they look at it. Well, we're going to look at the replay also, and boy, it's close. I tell you what.
That might not have been.
Well, now they got to have a close-up look at it. Let's see. Oh, I think that might have been out on. No, I think it was out on Florida.
We'll see what they say.
We'll see what they say. Of course, the call on the court was it's A&M's ball that it was out on Florida. Or excuse me, no, the call was that it was out on A&M.
Yes,
yeah, sorry.
Florida ball. They said that Kayla was the last person to touch it. You could hear the fans thinking maybe what we're thinking as well, that it was off of the Florida player.
I want to give this note on Deola Vieira. This is an interesting note. She's back with Florida this year after not playing last year. The 2021 season, she was in Brazil, and due to COVID-19, numerous attempts and canceled.
Calling a court stays with Florida.
She was not able to get back into the country. The team remained connected with her.
And they're going to say
they're going to stick with their call and give it to Florida. Anyway, the team remained connected with Manu through Zoom and social media. Even had a cardboard cutout of her on the team bench last year, but she's back with the team this year. I want to get that note in. Okay, here we go. 22 seconds. Florida's ball. We're tied 71-71. Broughton to inbound the ball. Goes outside, short. Left side. 3 ball short by Moore. Rebound by Johnson. And they're going to call it a jump ball that'll belong to Florida.
They couldn't see who it was off of, and so they called jump ball.
Johnson rebounded the ball. She was trying to stay inbounds. And her toe was out of bounds anyway, was on the line.
It's going to be Florida ball no matter what.
I think so, because they're going to review it, and what they're going to see is that Johnson, but did Johnson have control of the ball when that happened? I guess that doesn't matter, because they still say it would be out on Johnson.
On Johnson no matter what, but here's the replay
Let's
on the big board.
replay it again. Johnson was battling that time with Barrett. Johnson's toe was on the line. They will see that. So we have another video review here. Now with 17 seconds left to play in the game.
With it being Florida ball, if it is Florida ball, they'll be able to hold for the very last shot.
Because the shot clock is off either way with 17 seconds left. Are we going to have a winner here in regulation, or will we have A&M's first overtime game of the season?
The defense, no matter what, because I'm pretty sure it's going to still be Florida's ball. Defense doing a great job so far. Just one of the things that we've seen so far, that he's not able to secure the defensive rebound and end the possession.
Well, I tell you what, the Aggies are anticipating it being Florida's ball, because you look at the A&M huddle, and the only guy talking over there is Greg Brown, the defensive coach. Coach Blair is not saying anything right now. It's all Greg Brown, the defensive coach, that's doing the coaching now.
I think they could see the board, the big board, the same way that we could.
Exactly. Our post-game show will be brought to you by St. Joseph Health, your primary partner for primary care. Looking at the replay again, and Johnson's toe is definitely on the line.
Now calling all three
And
officials back over
I
there.
don't think either player, Merritt or Johnson, had control of the ball.
That may be the one thing that keeps it. Either way, like I said, if they go back to calling it a jump ball, it's still Florida's ball.
That's right. The jump ball does not favor A&M either because they've got the arrow.
So I think, like you said, that's why Coach Brown has been out there. Either way, this is unfortunately going to be Florida's ball, but they've been looking at this for a while.
Yeah, they have. Again, the Aggies led this by 19 points at one time in the third quarter.
And they may be trying to go back and look at the time on the clock.
That's what they'll usually do, is look at both the time and the both coaches. The referee is calling both coaches over. Well,
Calling a court
Coach,
stands with
Blair
the AP
Smith.
alternating possession arrow. The
and
clock
now
will be
Terry Blair
reset
is
to
coming over.
18.8.
Joins this party. Now they're telling the official score how the cow ate the cabbage here.
Is it just going to be a coin flip at the? A lot of conversation, but nothing being said yet.
Gary Blair's not smiling. Of course, Gary hadn't smiled for most of this game, even when they were up by 19. This is about the longest delay that I've seen. It is Florida's
It is going to
ball.
be Florida ball underneath the basket.
And then what they're going to end
They
up
went back
calling
with the
it,
jump
they went
ball.
up with the jump ball and Florida's possession. All right, here we go. Shot clock is off. Christina Moore will inbound the ball. 18 seconds left to play. She inbounds.
And that's a
it.
steal.
Stolen by Hoppy. Q Hoppy going down for the layup. It does not go.
Patty gets it.
Rebound. Patty puts it up. It won't go. Fight for it on the floor.
Jump
9
ball is gonna be
seconds
Aggies'
left.
ball
Jump
with 9
ball,
seconds left.
Aggies ball. Oh my.
Wow.
With 9 seconds left to play.
Coach Blair's going to call a timeout, I believe, once
Now
they
we're
get all
gonna
that
call
settled
some
underneath.
offense. Oh, the Aggies had a couple of chances there. Great steal by Hoppy, but the layup wouldn't go. She was well guarded from behind. Patty got the rebound. Her shot would have given her a double-double and the Aggies a lead. And with 9 seconds left to play, we've got a full timeout, but we're done with our commercial requirement. So we're going to sit here and talk a little while longer.
I think that was, I mean, obviously that was a great steal by Q Hoppy, just not able to put it in. Another great rebound by Patty, but by that time the Florida defense was able to recover, and neither of them able to put it in. Good thing there was a lot of bodies on the floor for that last rebound too.
By the way, Kayla Wells with her 20 points today has career 1,557 points now. She is still 7th on the all-time scoring list for A&M. She will most likely for sure pass Lisa Langston for 6th and could pass Danielle Gant to end up 5th among all-time Aggie scorers. Had that note also as we come out of the timeout with 9 seconds left. And we're tied at 71, and now advantage Aggies as they've got the basketball inbounding underneath their own basket.
A lot of time left on the clock with almost 10 seconds to be able to get the ball in and still run a set of whatever Coach Blair just put on the board.
Aggies will inbound the ball as Jordan Nixon will inbound it. Here we go, 9 seconds left, tied at 71. Inbound to Hoppy. He's over in the corner. Dribbles around a double team, brings it out. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Hoppy to Wells. Wells goes up, shoots. Too hard, no good. We're going to overtime. Oh, Wells had a shot with about a 13-footer over on the left wing, but just put in the center. Put 5 minutes on the clock. And we're all tied up at 71 all. Interesting final minute of regulation. Aggies get the tip. Jordan Nixon brings it down against Kiki Smith. Nixon playing with 4 fouls, by the way. Nixon has the ball. She'll shoot a 3, top of the key, and got it. Ooh, Jordan Nixon breaking the drought there. And Nixon gets just her third field goal of the game. Here's a 3 ball from the other side by Moore. It's no good. The Aggies lead at 74-71. Nixon comes down with the rebound. So Nixon just hit a 3 right out of the chute to start overtime. Aggies lead by 3, and they've got the ball back after the miss. Nixon, 17-footer this time, in and out, no good. De Oliveira with the rebound. Here's Smith. Smith dribbles up to the top of the key. Now chased back by Hoppy. Out to Broughton. Broughton was open for a 3, didn't take it. Instead goes baseline to De Oliveira. Back to Broughton. This 3 ball is good. It rattled and went. And Broughton got 19 points, her third three-pointer of the game.
That's Florida's 13th three-pointer of the game. If there's been anything other than defense that has kept them in it, it's been how they've been able to shoot from outside.
Their season high was 10, so they've blown that away. It's all tied up now, 74 all. 3:45 left to play here in overtime. Hoppy to Wells. Wells going against Moore. Now goes up. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Moore. It'll belong to the Aggies underneath their own basket. Ricards comes into the game for Moore. Laps the ball, does Jordan Nixon. Hoppy pass up the 3, goes against Duke, gets it underneath the MJ Johnson, puts it up, and she got fouled. She'll go to the line. MJ Johnson. That foul that time on 15, Nina Ricards, who just came into the game.
A nice find there by Q as she was driving to the basket. Again, a nice drop-off. They've been able to do that a couple of times. Draw the defenders over to the baseline and then find Johnson just sitting there for a layup.
Johnson is 1 for 3 at the line. Make her 2 for 4 as she makes the first one. Aggies lead by 1 again.
Big shot here is that'll give the Aggies a chance to set up their defense.
Second free throw, got them both. Big free throws there by Malia Johnson. Aggies by 2, 76-74. 3.5 minutes to play in overtime. Florida has the ball. De Oliveira
at the top right there. There we go.
has it, top of the circle. Hands the ball to Kiera Smith. Smith dribbling against Hoppy. Now try to get into Hoppy.
She double dribbled,
back.
yes.
Yes, she did. Yeah, she kind of held the ball there. And they call a double dribble on her. Turnover belongs to the Aggies.
She got stuck in between wanting to make a pass and some great defense out on the wing there and just picked the ball up twice.
Aggies have the basketball. Nixon gets it over the timeline. 3:08 left to play. Aggies have the ball and a 2-point lead here in overtime. Malia Johnson underneath the Patty. Patty goes around Duke, puts it up.
And
Finger
there's the
roll
double-double.
past Duke. Yep, she was waiting for that 10th point. Double-double. Here coming
And a
down
nice
the other
block
way.
coming
And a
down the
block
other
out
way.
of bounds by Patty. Crowd loves that. Blocked Duke that time, going to the basket.
Patty, 16 rebounds, 10 points.
Aggies lead by 4, 78-74 with 2:52 left to play. Long inbound to Nina Ricards. Now back to Broughton. Broughton over on the right wing. Malia Johnson staring at her. Kiki Smith has it. Goes in against Hoppy. Now the ball's on the floor. Jump ball belongs to Florida. Aggies will get the arrow back. 2:37 left to play.
Getting the arrow back might just be the most important thing as we get close to 2 minutes here in the overtime. About to talk about this again? Oh no, they just walked back out.
Going to have a timeout called by Florida? I think we are,
Yes.
with 2:37. All right, Florida has the ball with 2:37 left, and Aggies up by 4. He inbound the ball underneath. They're going to call the foul on Kayla Wells, her fourth. So if you're looking at foul-wise, what we've got, Wells has 4, Nixon has 4. No one has 3 for the Aggies. For Florida, only one player with 4. That's Merritt. And Broughton has 3. And Smith goes to the free throw line and makes the first one. Smith has 18 points in the game. Give her 19. She made them both. It's back to a 2-point game. Aggies lead 78-76. Aggies inbounding the ball. This is Hoppy. Hoppy to Nixon. Back to Hoppy. Hoppy brings it down quickly over the timeline. 2.5 minutes to play. We're in overtime. Nixon looks over to Coach Blair for the play. Now Nixon still with the basketball going against Broughton. Here's Wells. Wells dribbles to the right side. Tried to penetrate, but comes back outside. Goes up against Smith, and a whistle and a foul on Kiki Smith. Wells will go to the free throw line. Smith's third personal foul. As Wells goes to the line. Aggies lead at 78-76. Kayla with 20 points. She's 7 for 9 from the line. And that one
didn't get that one to bounce in.
Bounced about 6 times on the rim and would not go. A free throw coming for Kayla Wells. Goes through her routine. And makes the second one.
There we go.
3-point Aggie lead.
Gives them a chance to set up their defense here.
Yep. 2:10 left to play. Kiki Smith. De Oliveira has the ball out top of the key. Now get to Broughton. Broughton goes into the paint. Just puts up a no-looker, and it hit the glass and went. Broughton. Well, good athletes will do that. As she just put it up, and it got the shot off the glass, and it's a 1-point Aggie lead, 79-78. Broughton now has 21. Here's Q Hoppy with the ball. Give it over to Nixon. Getting close to a minute and a half left. Now Wells has it on the left side. Wells going against the Oliveira. Now back out to Nixon on the right side. Broughton is on her. Nixon thought about the 3. Goes over to MJ Johnson into the paint. Puts it up at the buzzer, and it went.
Big shot.
MJ Johnson making big buckets down the stretch. She did it at the end of regulation. Oh, by the way, she got fouled, and she's going to go to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. Malia Johnson has 11 points, double figures in this game, and she's going to go to the line to try to give the Aggies a 4-point lead. It's 81-78.
Huge basket there by MJ, especially as the clock was running down. Not used to seeing Jordan. Are we reviewing something?
Minute 21 left to go in the first overtime.
Are they going to review it to see if she got it off in time?
That's the only thing I can think of that they are reviewing it. But
Calling a court is
thought
the
she
main
did.
basket.
Didn't think
We're
that was
going
really
to review to
close.
make sure the
Yeah.
foul was prior to the shot clock
Our
expiration.
tap Vince here beside us.
That
He
didn't
says that wasn't
even,
close.
wasn't even close. That's got to be the only thing they're reviewing.
Now I wonder if if a Florida coach can request the review just to give them a free timeout.
Which, I mean, that's exactly what's going on right now. Both
Yeah.
teams are able to talk to their coaches. The Florida team is in front of the bench there, so we can't really get a look at the review board, and they're not showing it on the screen here at Reed yet either. But, yeah, that's got to be the only
Calling
thing
it floor is
they're looking
confirmed.
at. But, yeah, I don't think that was even close to being after the buzzer.
And the review happens very quickly.
Coach Finley still talking to the official.
I think she's just talking about some
Right.
mechanics.
So they
Yeah.
did review it. They
Yeah.
confirmed that it was good.
So it's 81-78, a 3-point Aggie lead with Malia Johnson going to the free throw line. to shoot one and to try to complete the three-point play. Her second three-point play here in the late going. She can do it. Johnson, left-handed shooter, and she did.
Got it in, back to 4.
Nailed it. 82 to 78. 4-point Aggie lead. 1:17 left to play. Florida with the ball. The Oliveira has it.
Good spin move.
Goes against Johnson. Puts it up and it goes. Back to a 2-point game. 82 to 80. Aggies call a timeout with 1:05 left to play. 30-second timeout. Tell you what, neither of these teams in this overtime are playing like they're 0-2 teams. They're both playing like teams that are really hungry for their first SEC win.
And and that's the thing. We talked about it before. Like, this is a game that they both need, because falling to 0-3 in the SEC does not do you any favors whatsoever. The way as good as the SEC is, talking about the Aggies getting to travel to South Carolina, the #1 team in the country, and then they have just got done playing the number 17 in Tennessee. Every game is a tough game here on the SEC.
Following this game, Florida is home with Auburn, and then they go on the road to Alabama and Kentucky. So they've got a tough January. Then they finish January at home with LSU and then South Carolina. All right, 82 to 80. A&M's ball with 1:05 left to play in this first overtime. Nixon inbounds it to Patty. Hands it right back to Nixon. Coming down with her is Kiki Smith. Now Nixon got it over the line. He dribbles deep in the front court. Go into Patty. Patty, turn around at the free throw line. Bounce passes it inside to Wells. Wells puts it up, in and out. No good. Rebound comes out. Florida has it. This is Broughton. Broughton comes down, doesn't have numbers, but now she drives the net, puts up the floater and got it. Got the finger roll. We're tied again, 82-82. Gary Blair calls a timeout with 36 seconds left to play.
A lot of contact going on, but a lot of contact on both ends, and Coach Finley's talking about that, I think, as well, that there's a lot of contact going on both ways. The Aggies now with the chance to, with 36 seconds left, to run this all the way down and still get a really good shot, which they've done the last couple of times.
So another timeout.
And Coach Blair's now out of timeout.
Yep.
Florida still with 1 left.
36 seconds left to play. We're tied 82 all. So Florida answers the Aggies' 4-point lead with a couple of quick buckets.
With the timeout, the Aggies did get to advance the ball.
Broughton with that nice layup to tie it. And now we inbound the ball. Aggies do. Down at their end of the court. 33 seconds left to play. The shot clock and the game clock are about 6 seconds apart. Nixon has the ball against Smith. Deep in the front court. Nixon looking at the clock. Shot clock is getting nigh on to 10. Nixon still with the basketball. Patty sets the screen. Nixon goes in underneath. Reverse layup. It won't go. Rebound by Florida. We've got a whistle and a foul.
Wow.
They'll call that on Patty. And coming down, and Florida will be shooting free throws. Both players collided hard, and they're both still down. As that was Smith, Kiki Smith, who got the rebound, was starting down court. They'll call the foul on Aaliyah Patty. And Smith will go to the free throw line with 8 seconds left to go to try to give Florida the lead.
4 for 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Kiki Smith has 19 points in the game. She is a 61% free throw shooter. And she'll be going to the line to shoot 2.
Both teams out of timeouts now.
8.4 seconds left to play. So this will be it, at least whether we're going to go to another OT or is Florida going to take the lead and the Aggies get the last possession. What's going to happen? Well, Smith going to help determine that. She's at the line. Tie ball game, 82 all. First free throw, got it. They lead it 83 to 82, and Smith has 20. Left-handed shooter, Kiki Smith. Second free throw, got them both. They lead by 2, 84 to 82. Neither team has a timeout. Aggies got to go the length of the court with no timeouts. Couldn't get the ball at half court. So Aggies have to go the length. Tied 84 with 8.4 seconds left to play.
Both teams in the bonus, so if there is a foul, the Aggies are going to the free throw line.
Here we go. Inbound the ball. Wells to Hoppy. Hoppy comes all the way down to the rack, puts it up. It won't go,
She's
but
fouled.
a whistle and a foul. And she's going to go to the free throw line with 2 seconds left. Hoppy will go to the line with 2 seconds left to shoot 2 to try to tie this game again. 84 to 82.
A great job there by Cuba, just getting the ball and going straight to the basket.
Really wanted that ball to go to get a three-point play, but she can tie it here at the line as Hoppy with 2.6 seconds left to go. Aggies trail by 2. Hoppy's first free throw, good. Hoppy standing there at the line with a lot of confidence. 84-83. Hoppy, second free throw. Got
It's
it.
good.
Tied again. And
Oh, they did have one timeout left, Florida did. I thought they were both out.
okay, Florida did have a timeout left. So they're going to be able to
gonna get the
bring
ball
the
right here
ball
on the
down
side. Yeah,
here
they're gonna
at
stay
the
on
short
that side.
court. It was A&M that was
That
out of timeout.
Now they're both out.
So Florida with an advantage there. There's 2.6 seconds left to play.
You talk
And
about
this
confidence.
is a team that has been shooting the ball well this last half of the regulation in this game.
4 for 6 in overtime alone.
They don't need a 3, but they've made 13 of them. If that's the only shot they got. And it's all tied at 84 with 2.6 seconds left, and Florida will have the basketball
They're going to take it on the
on the team side. They'll inbound the ball right in front of the Florida bench. 2.6 seconds left. Here we go. It's a long inbound. The
And it hit-
dude, but
yeah.
the inbound hit the basket. Here's a shot, and it's
No
no
good,
good.
and more
And we're
bonus
going
basketball.
to the second overtime, 84-84. They tried to end the
Here we go again. Patty
we
wins
go.
it.
last overtime game the Aggies played. They won it. That was in the NCAAs against Iowa State last year in San Antonio. Here's Texas A&M. They got the tip. Patty puts it up.
No, he's
she
gonna
gets
call
called
offensive
for the
foul.
offensive foul. The
Ugh.
basket went in, but they got to call her for the charge.
Great drive there. Huh?
So Florida will get the ball. Now they're going to say that, I believe that was Diola Vieira. I think that was Diola Vieira.
Yeah, I believe
Who
so.
they're going to say that she had the position, and she was outside the protected area. And they say that she had the position.
Like somebody
Wow, we've
spilled
got
some
a-
water
yeah.
on the Aggie bench there.
Somebody might have spilled something over there. So we've got every manager available and a couple of players that are cleaning up the liquid at the Aggie bench.
Either that or somebody threw a cup in disgust after that call.
Don't know really how the water got there, but it's all cleaned up now. Hope it wasn't a Diet Coke. I don't think it was. All right, a little pause in the action. Tell you what, all 10 of these players probably could have used just a little bit of
a
breather.
break right here now,
Yeah.
either direction.
Yeah, little 90-second pause there while they cleaned up the water. Still, okay, here we go. 4:42 to play in the second overtime. Florida has the basketball. This is the Oliveira. She has the ball, hands it to Broughton. Broughton goes right side of the paint, guarded there by Johnson. She's going to pull up jumper and made
Knocked
it.
Down. Just a big, tough shot right there.
Broughton's got 25. She's the leading scorer in the ball game. Leads all scorers with those points. Here's Nixon. Nixon going against Smith. Here's a bounce pass to
loses it out
Wells.
of bounds.
And yeah, Nixon bounced past it a little wide, and Wells couldn't catch up with it. Broughton, this is a career high for Broughton by 6. Her career high was 19 points for the senior. So she's had a career game. Here's Florida with the basketball. This is Broughton. Nice lob underneath to Duke. Duke traveled with the basketball. Took an extra hop.
Nice pass inside, but Duke just not able to get set before she tried to go up with the ball. Good surrounding defense there by the Ags.
Roby comes in for Patty. So the Aggies now have Hoppy, Nixon, Wells, Roby, and Johnson.
Didn't realize that offensive foul on Patty was her 4th also.
Nixon, playing with 4 fouls, has the ball. Dribbles over the right side against Kiki Smith. Now give it to Wells. Wells at the top of the key.
Oh, turnover.
Try to get it over to Nixon. Didn't have
Nixon
enough
can't
on
do
it.
anything with it.
Yeah,
She knew
Smith
it.
with the steal, and she put it up. Left-handed layup up and in, and they've taken a 4-point lead. Florida has 88-84. Smith, Hoppy, and Wells have played over the regulation 40 minutes, the max for a regulation game. Okay, here we go. 3.5 minutes to play. Lots of time in this second overtime. Aggies trail by 4. Nixon has it over on the right side. Smith is on her. Give it to Malia Johnson. Now Nixon taking Johnson's screen. Still with the ball. Lob it into Roby. Roby backing up against Duke. Back out to Nixon. Open 3. It's off. Goes out of bounds. Hit nothing. And Florida has the basketball.
Still been a struggle for Jordan to find her range.
Hit a big 3 to start off the first overtime. Has 7 points in the game. Leah Patty comes back into the game for Sydney Roby for Texas A&M. 88-84, 4-point lead for Florida. They've got the basketball. Aggies need a defensive stop here, big time. Still 3 minutes left. Smith goes right in against Patty, puts it up. Patty fouled her. Smith will go to the free throw line.
That's a big one because that's Patty's 5th.
Smith at the free throw line made 2 key free throws to tie the ball game to send it into the first overtime. Smith with 23 points, 6 for 7 at the line. First one bounces off the rim. 3:05 left to play here in overtime number 2.
Still plenty of time.
Second
Missed
free
them
throw
both.
is a miss. Now Hoppy comes up with the rebound. They still lead by 4. Florida does. Here's Nixon with a reverse layup and put it up and in. Nixon with a nice drive to the basket baseline and put up the reverse. And it's a 2-point Florida lead, 88-86. Gators have the ball.
Got to have another stop right here.
Smith to Broughton. Broughton outside to Duke. Now to Moore. Back over to Smith on the left side. Smith goes to the free throw line. Tried to get it to Duke. The ball is loose. It's on the floor. Broughton comes up with it. Shoots a 3. High off the back iron. No good. But the long rebound comes off to Diola Vieira. They get a brand new shot clock. Smith has the ball. Now gives it to Diola Vieira at the top of the key. The give and go underneath and up and in as Smith got it underneath. Nice feed by Diola Vieira out on the right wing to Smith, just like they draw it up in practice. And it's now a 4-point lead again for the Gators.
Great
under
job.
2 minutes.
Reading the screen there by Smith, of just figuring out where to go and get around that screen to the open spot.
Hoppy to Wells. Wells on the baseline in the short corner, left side. Now still with the dribble. Go to Malia Johnson at the free throw line. Going against Duke. Backs into Duke. Puts it up. Blocked out of bounds by Duke. Belongs to A&M. 6 seconds on the shot clock for the Aggies. Matter of fact, Jordan Nixon is saying, want to make sure everybody on the court knows that there's 6 seconds shot. De Oliveira comes back in for Florida. Nixon inbounds the ball. Wells has it. One dribble towards the basket, puts it up, too hard, no good. Rebound, fought for. Florida fights for the ball, gets it. That's Jordan Merritt. Merritt wrestled the ball away. We got 1:28 left to play in the second overtime. Florida has the ball and a 4-point lead. Aggies need that defensive stop again. This is Broughton. Broughton dribbling against Wells. Stops, goes out. Merritt with a three. It's short, no good. They get the offensive rebound. De Oliveira, new shot clock. Nigh on to a minute now left to play.
Coach is calling for a foul.
Here's
and
Smith.
there it is.
Yep, foul by Hoppy. Got to send them to the line. With 58 seconds left to play, they're going to go to the line with a 4-point lead. Florida is. Christina Moore will come into the game for Merritt. So Florida now has Moore, Dude, Smith, De Oliveira, and Broughton into the ball game. Aggies have Nixon, Wells, Johnson, Hoppy, and Roby. First free throw by Smith is good. She had missed her last two, but that one she nailed. Southpaw, shooter. They're up by 5. This could give them a 6-point lead with less than a minute left, and she gets them 92-86.
Don't need a 3, but need a quick bucket.
They trailed by 19 at one time. Florida did. Here's Hoppy. Hoppy out to Wells. Goes into the paint. Puts it up and got it. Wells gets the bucket. It's 92-88. A 4-point Florida lead with 49 seconds left to play.
Going to take Jordan out. Bring in McKenzie. Oh, no, they're not going to let her come in because that wasn't necessarily a timeout or a stoppage.
They'll inbound the ball. Moore finds De Oliveira.
Jordan can't foul. Now Hoppy has to.
Yep. Hoppy is Jason Smith.
They can't let her just dribble like this.
Down the sideline. Smith trying to play a little keep away.
Somebody's got to foul.
Dribble over to Broughton. 35 seconds left. There's Johnson fouling Broughton.
He's 2 for 2 so far this evening.
Broughton, a 79% free throw shooter coming in. From Alabama, Wetumpka, Alabama. Broughton has 25 points in the game, just her third free throw of the game, and she's 3 for 3 there. (93-88). 5-point lead, back to a 6-point lead. She made them both with 34 seconds left. 94-88. Now the Aggies do need threes. Nixon will try one, and it's off, no good.
Good rebound there.
Rebound by Johnson.
Our ball.
Goes out of bounds by Florida, and it'll belong to the Aggies with 25 seconds left. 94-88. Aggies will inbound the ball. Here's Johnson. Johnson's going to go up. Oh, couldn't make the layup. She got fouled. Needed the and one. Oh, my. Johnson goes to the line. It just hung on the rim and would not go. She did get fouled, so she'll have to earn it at the line with 2. So she could cut it to a 4-point game, but unfortunately that would still be a 2-possession game with 24 seconds left. Two teams did have a common non-conference opponent in TCU. Florida defeated TCU 63-54 in Fort Worth. Of course, the Aggies in Fort Worth lost 87-75. Johnson misses the first free throw. (84-88). Things are looking good for the Gators here. Second free throw is good. 94-89, and Florida calls a State beat Vanderbilt 70-63. Okay, here we go back. Florida with the inbound, and a foul on just came into the game. Ernie Kindred, they got to call her for the foul.
With a foul, she looked like she slipped down, but foul's still going to be on A&M on that one. They're going to.
Georgia beat Alabama 72-68. Arkansas beat Mizzou 83-73, and at halftime, LSU is up on Auburn 40-21, and Broughton go to the free throw line to shoot two. 23 seconds left.
Make this a 7-point lead and really
Yeah,
kind of put it away.
Just to put it on ice here, you would think. Well, she missed the first. So even if she makes this one, it'll still be a two-possession game. But the Aggies need 3 balls. She did make it. It's 95-89. Here's the Aggies. Nixon going to come down. He gives the ball to Wells. Wells to Nixon. Nixon's going to go baseline, put it up short, no good. Rebound by Yola Vieira. And they're going to just dribble it out with 10 seconds left. Nope, it's going to be a foul. Foul on Texas A&M, and they'll go back to the line. And the University of Florida is going to go on the road and pick up a big win over the Aggies. They're going to go to 1-2 in the SEC to 11-5 for the season. Texas A&M is going to go to 10-5 with their 3rd straight loss, and 0-3 in conference play. Yola Vieira makes the free throw. 96-89. So a disappointing return home here for the Aggies. Made them both with 9 seconds left. Aggies with the basketball. This is Wells. Wells, long 2. It's long, no good. Broughton brings the ball down, and that's going to be the end of it. 97-89 is the final score. Well, the clock stops with 0.8 seconds left as the ball went out of bounds, I guess. Nope, there it is. 97-89 is the final score as Florida goes on the road and comes back and defeats Texas A&M. Well, now we've got our postgame show coming up, and it's brought to you by St. Joseph, the official healthcare provider of A&M Athletics.